Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned in to Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment with myself, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Within the podcast, which is a timeless podcast here on YouTube, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I channel divine remembrances, existential fundamental nature remembrances, in regards to our existence or our existential fundamental nature. Channel from our ascended timeline selves, or our future selves, which are truly here now, as they are guiding us into divine remembrance. They've been guiding us into divine remembrance and will continue to guide us into divine remembrance to be our future selves, eons of evolution in the present moment. Within the podcast, I channel using multidimensionality, divine remembrance, through celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, or the remembrance that the infinite dimensions in which all things are is an energy of consanguinity, an ancestral force energy, infinite dimensions, infinite potentials. All beings, all things are spawned from infinite dimensions, infinite potentials, and infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, from Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness are being wellness, balance, divine remembrance, harmony in our infinite dimensions. I also have a sister brother podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream for free on YouTube as well as Spotify. Link below in the description of this Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment weekly offering. We have new podcast offerings every Wednesday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time for here, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, again on YouTube and Spotify, is every Monday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, unless otherwise stated, for both of the podcasts. Here, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, Wednesdays, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, unless otherwise stated. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, unless otherwise stated, YouTube and Spotify, again, link below. This is going to be a deep healing podcast installment, y'all. So Friday going into Saturday, I had a transfiguration experience. I'm being guided, a multidimensional transfiguration experience. I'm being guided to look up the definition of transfiguration and read it. Our synaptical understanding of transfiguration. Being guided to look it up and read it. Okay, cool. Transfiguration, a complete change of form or appearance into a more beautiful or spiritual state. Oh. See, when my soul had told me it was this transfiguration, I went to go look at the videos, and it's like the transfiguration of Jesus. In the gospel accounts, Jesus and 3 of his apostles, Peter, James, and John, go to a mountain, the Mount of Transfiguration, to pray on the mountaintop. Jesus begins to shine with bright rays. So I had a scratching my ear. I had a transfiguration experience Friday, Saturday. It was wild. I actually caught it's all ascended timeline, which is one with our current reality. As we're remembering, our existence is multidimensional. Infinite timelines, infinite universes, infinite realms, dimensions beyond the paradigms of numbers or infinite, dimensions beyond finite, have always been one with our tangible realm. All beings, all things have always been one with our tangible realm, our natural realm that we perceive, that we experience in and as. We're awakening. Second coming, Maya Hopi prophesied fifth world, turn of a yuga. All of these dimensions are one, simultaneously dimensions of the infinite are the one. Time of divine remembrance. We remember that we're one with infinite dimensions, one with the cosmos. And this experience of conscious awareness in which we're having is a game of the cosmos, where we experience different states of our infinite energy to garner the wisdoms, to be the evolution and wisdoms from our experiences. So I've been channeling throughout the podcast my awakening experience, which has always been a collective pursuit. And I've grown into conscious awareness of the collective pursuit divine remembrance is and will always be. Like, we see Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, again on YouTube and Spotify, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. I've been channeling my process of awakening and remembering that awakening is a collective pursuit. The many dimensions, the purificating timelines, the splitting timelines is truly, it's one happening. And our perspective, perception of seeing beings going to a different planet or a different realm that are not ascending, that was a destitute, lackful disposition, or where we were perceiving in a separation consciousness rather than our natural homeostasis state of celestial oneness, unity, galactic Christ consciousness, or remembrance that every moving part, every part period of existence, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, it's one. And we expand our consciousness in order to see the bigger picture. When we enter these games of the cosmos, like the experience we have of separation, where we perceive many people instead of one energy manifested in many ways. That's how we were perceiving. We saw many people instead of one energy manifested in many ways. This game of separation consciousness, where we see many people instead of one energy manifested in infinite ways, it's a game of the cosmos. And it's actually a game where our future selves projected us into this realm of dimensionality using advanced consciousness modalities, spiritual modalities. And the future selves have me say this, advanced spiritual modalities with a wink wink, because these spiritual modalities only seem advanced because we're in this dimension, this projection of our future celestial galactic oneness unity Christ consciousness timeline selves, or where we're more mastered, our future selves, which are truly here and now, we're because what infinite dimensions beyond space and time are truly here and now. These dimensions of ourself, they're more mastered in the remembrance and the energetic embodiment of celestial galactic oneness unity Christ consciousness, or how we're one energy of continuity manifested in infinite ways, paradigms beyond infinite. You know, we respect the differences, be the wisdoms from the differences, and a unity, a oneness, not to control or to manipulate, but to expand our perspective, perception of what's possible. Expanded consciousness, infinite energies having celestial beings of the cosmos experience with an expanded consciousness, not to own or attach or to domineer or dominate, but to be able to perceive a greater understanding of our existential fundamental nature, of our existence, of our truths, of our infinite truths. So I had a transfiguration experience. You're welcome, thank you. Being guided to talk about the splitting timelines, because I call to action. We're gonna start with the call to action. Call to action. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Call to action. Sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials? Wait for the answers, because they will come. Your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to yourself. More the more. Validate yourself in your knowings, so that you become more confident, more comfortable, more excited about blossoming back into the infinite energy, cosmic blossom bloom, in which you are, in which all beings, all things truly are, is. Cosmic and beyond, blossom, bloom, bloom. So I do this as a way of life, and we're remembering to do this. This was guided by our ascended timeline selves, our future selves, like living heart-centered, going to the soul guidance for understandings about our existence. It's a collective experience, collective evolution, collective shifts, collective remembrance to live life in this disposition. As I was guided by the soul space, higher self, future self, which is one, energy of continuity. Not to control, not to dominate, but to see an expanded scope understanding of our existence, our existential fundamental nature. Celestial galactic oneness unity Christ consciousness. Get it, got it. Good. So I live life like this, a collective remembrance, collective pursuit, collective evolution. And I've healed through the inner space in regards to the bi-purification of the timelines. So we perceive like the splitting timelines with the fifth dimension, like beings that don't raise their consciousness enough or their vibration enough, they're going to a different planet or whatever. And then the other beings are ascending. They're staying here on an ascended planet, heaven on earth. I've done I've had inner guidance and healing about this. And the soul was like, the soul space was like Ashley, like mitosis. It's a like form of mitosis, this splitting. I think this is the word. Let me look. Mitosis definition. Let me look. I'm looking up the definition. Give me 1 second. Mitosis definition. Mitosis is a type of cell division that results in 2 daughter cells, each having the same number and kind of chromosomes as the parent nucleus, typical of ordinary tissue growth. So I'm being guided to share right now, mitosis, a type of cell division that results in 2 daughter cells that each have the same number, have the same number and kind of chromosomes as the parent nucleus, typical of ordinary tissue growth. So what would have happened? What happens every day, infinite times, being guided every day, infinite times a day, is we're by purificating mitosis or splitting, to perceive the self in new dimensions, cosmically, from a cosmic perspective, perception, cosmic consciousness. And being guided to understand what we perceive, instead of the splitting, we perceive dimensionality or changes or shifts or growth and evolution, or our life. And we perceive it sequentially. Like me being here right now, existing right now, is a result of this bipurification or dimension splitting in, what are you saying, dimensionality? Oh, the oneness splitting into many parts. So we perceive dimensionality. Our existence, movement, growth, every now moment, and yes. The ascended timeline is just like, why do y'all believe that the splitting results in decay or death or despair or lack? That's how we got here. That's how we got to this dimension of this existence. Like I channeled earlier, I've been channeling through the podcast. We came into existence from our ascended timeline selves, our future selves, projecting us into existence, this realm. We call it being human beings of planet Earth. This is our simulation, being a human being of planet Earth. It's our future selves, 2033 and beyond selves. Expanded celestial galactic oneness unity, Christ consciousness, embodiment and existence, energy, divine alignment, using advanced spiritual modalities, consciousness modalities, projecting us into reality to perceive our energy in many parts, to grow and evolve from the wisdoms that we perceive with the experience of our energy being in many parts or fragmented, as we know through spirituality. When we break our energy off, it's like a fragmentation. It's like a mitosis, fragmentation, or a kaleidoscope. When you move the kaleidoscope, it like colors change. It's like many. Like it's to be able to perceive ourselves in different dimensions, to garner the wisdoms, to be the wisdoms. Our existence, we're projections into this realm's reality, our existence. Infinite dimensions projecting us into this realm, reality, existence. To put it, our energy is the divine's energy. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, under a microscope, magnifying glass. To be the wisdoms, to be the wellness. It's a way that galactic beings, galactic species, galactic colonies of the cosmos heals themselves to align with high vibrational, as we perceive it, well-balanced timelines of evolution. Instead of perpetuating or experiencing downfalls or evils and imbalances and self-destruction, these celestial galactic beings, which are one with us, they project themselves, these self into different spaces, different games of the cosmos, to work off imbalances, garner wisdoms for fun, as well as procreation, creating new species of the cosmos, newer evolution of species of the cosmos. We're an evolution of a species, of many infinite species which already exist. We're the evolution of galactic heritage, galactic and beyond heritage of God's creation. The infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I'm channeling infinite dimensions, ascendant timeline, celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness. It's like, why did y'all perceive splitting of timelines as people are going left, or the third dimension, they're gonna die, they're gonna be incinerated, they're bad, they're no good, they're evil. People that ascend fifth dimension, they're this, they're this, they're you know, this and that. I don't think I've ever said any of this in any of my content, as far as the splitting of timelines, because in my spirit that didn't feel right. But I've been healing through the soul space, the inner space, and guarding the wisdoms, growing into greater celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, which is a collective pursuit. Even if you're watching this transmission, you're like, whoa, like your conscious mind is like, whoa, this is a lot, this is different. Understand you're here because it's divine alignment, divine intervention, divine alignment, where the future version of you made sure you saw this transmission to activate seeds of remembrance that are already cellularly one with every being, everything, to the fact that we're infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, manifested in this realm of existence. We're projected by infinite dimensions of our future selves into this existence. Why did we see destitution and the splitting of the timelines, the mitosis, the bipurification? Because we came into existence to show our future selves, the 23, 33 and beyond selves, where we could be more well, more balanced, more remembered that we're one in our infinite dimensions, more wisdoms from our infinite dimensions. So we were exemplifying to our future selves where we could be more wellness and balance through our whole culture. Which brings, through our whole culture, our whole existence, which brings me to the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment plus Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, 2033 prophecy. It's prophecy from all over the world, all over the cosmos, all over the galaxies. Yes, prophecy from all over the world, all over the galaxies. All over the galaxies. Let me take a beat. This is much like how I felt when I had the transfiguration experience. We talked about Jesus, how we're all one with Jesus. We're all one with all beings, all things. "2033 prophecy says by the year 2033, we will be a collective, infinite energies having a collective species of the cosmos experience with no death, no disease, no war, no ephemeral world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no being trafficking. As death, disease, war, ephemeral poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, being trafficking were manifestations of our energy, which is projections from our future dimensions, infinite dimensions, which project us into reality, which is that themselves, a mirror of themselves, into reality, to put themselves, ourselves, under a microscope, magnifying glass, to be the wisdom, to be the wellness from the way we perceived ourselves, ESO. Our ascended timeline selves was more mastered in the remembrance that we're infinite wellness, balance. We're infinite dimensions in our wellness, our balance, our infinite nature. They're like, it's not, you no longer have to, in this infinite species, infinite dimensions in which we're one with, in our human, in the way we see ourselves in the mirror, we're infinite. We're one with all these infinite dimensions of the self, ourselves, galactic and beyond beings of God's creation, of divine evolution. So yes, our future selves look like us. Dimensions of them do. because they understand their oneness with all beings, all things, and they can shapeshift into all types of different figures and beings and states and beyond our synaptical understanding, because they understand their unity with all beings, all things. And whenever it is spiritually, divinely aligned to shapeshift in all these things for mind, body, soul, spirit, consciousness, growth, and expansion, this is when it happens. So when it happens. So this transfiguration experience I had, and I know I'm about to experience something cool. This transfiguration experience I had, the soul is like, hey, Ashley, you're not the only one that experiences this. It's been happening for eons, and now it's happening in a more momentous and divinely, spiritually tempered, regulated, because we're all awakening. Not just the left, not just the right, not just the up, not just the down, not just yin, not just the yang, not just this timeline, not just this timeline. Understand there's infinite timelines. And all the timelines are remembering and awakening. We're all raising to remember that we're wellness, we're balanced in celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness. When we're projections from our future selves, timelines of imbalance. Where it's like, hey, y'all can awaken, y'all can be the wisdoms from y'all's evolution, y'all's experience, y'all's existence, to be the wellness. Our experience of the illusionary separation from the infinite dimensions. We're one with the cosmos, one with the celestial bodies, one with infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. So, so the soul space, the ascended timelines, the celestial bodies and beyond, they're like, y'all are going to be experiencing this more readily. So, you know, Ashley, share your story. You know, the collective, share your story. Because our stories are needed for us to understand that we've never been doing anything alone. And now that we know we were growing into greater celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, we understand the goal already exists. Our future selves, 2033 and beyond selves, bless me, that are demonstrating being the wisdoms from the death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, being trafficking, to be vibrations of no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no being trafficking. Reverberating the wellness and the balance, so that we no longer have in our culture death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, being trafficking is a 2033 and beyond prophecy. It's like we're awakening, our consciousness is expanding, so will be vibrations, frequencies, with living an inquisitive disposition, being guided by our heart space, soul space, ascended timeline selves that are more mastered in celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, following this guidance, this wellness, our higher selves. We know the spirituality as our higher self. Following this guidance, these wisdoms to be frequencies of no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no being trafficking, divine remembrance, that we are infinite dimensions, infinite potentials, having experience of the cosmos and beyond, of divine evolution, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, by 2033, as the masses, a collective, celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness collective, will have this conscious awareness that this is who we are as a species of the cosmos and beyond. Infinite energies having a species of the cosmos and beyond experience. Yes, thank you. So it's like, share your experience. My transfiguration experience. We're about to roll into the clip. I recorded the first part because I was recording. I have a cooking show, intuitive cooking show on here on YouTube. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. It's linked below in the description of this video. This Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission. The first part is on camera because I was about to film a Magic Meals episode, and then like my higher self, baby, animated my vessel, and like I got to perceive dimensions of our energy that I didn't consciously perceive. A lot of times we don't consciously understand something exists until we consciously perceive it. Now, I did consciously perceive this in the way that I've been healing about it and channeling the healing remembrances all throughout the podcast. It's like our unconscious, subconscious, and sometimes conscious disposition to want to domineer and control things, take over things. We talk about accolades and being accomplished and esteemed. A lot of times that comes with a disposition of a fervor that correlates with domination, being domineering. And these energies, these frequencies in cosmic creation, cosmic remembrance, celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, they can wreak havoc and a lot of destruction, unconsciously, subconsciously. Self-acceptance. Shall we be the wisdoms? Shall we be the wisdoms and regenerate? Be regenerative beings, energy, species of the cosmos. Species of the cosmos instead of destructive, regenerating. Yes, and thank you. So I was freaked out. I was scared. And then because at first I was feeling those energies of domineering, like the big, powerful healing frequencies. Because at first I was kind of fighting it. I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like I was being possessed. I didn't have control of my vessel. At first I was fighting it. And it was just relax. And I came in, I laid down in my bed, and it was Friday. And I felt I was in a daze. I was baby, lost almost all account of space and time. But kind of not really, but kind of. I was having multidimensional experiences beyond space and time while I'm still in space, within space and time. Let's roll into the clip, the first part. Hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned in to Magic Meals with myself, Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Excuse me. I'm having some bouts of Satori, spontaneous spiritual awakening in this moment. Within the podcast, I channel the ancestral forces, which are truly here and now, one with us, as we are multidimensional existence, having evolutionary experiences of the cosmos, now being overrode in our evolution of indecency in the way that we lacked the moral compass of understanding that reality is that of a dream in which has infinite dimensions, and these infinite dimensions will not ever forgo the ability to be. Overrun. Let's roll into the clip, the first part. So that was the beginning, and I turned off the camera, and I walked upstairs, and I was like, oh hell no. I was like, in my inner space, I was like, oh hell no. And then it was like my higher self, like, Ashley, just surrenders to the process. I was like, oh hell no. No, I want to go cook my dinner. No, 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 no. I was like, oh hell, let me stop minimizing it. I was really fucking afraid. I was like, whoa. I thought that, because I just been trusting the process and following my heart space, soul space, in this awakening process to be the wellness. We have so much demonization around our spirituality, our cosmic and beyond nature, channels of energy that manifest in our every now moment, where we have demons and possessions and angels, all these paradigms that create fear around like our existential fundamental nature, like knowing who we are, being who we are. And I'm saying it again, I channeled in another podcast offering. It was actually last week's Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering. I'll link it below. Last week's Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering. I can't remember the title of it. Let me look it up. But so I channeled last week's Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering. Again, both of my podcasts, the catalogs are timeless. Whatever calls to your heart space, great. You're more than welcome to use it into greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment, the limitless wellness, balance, celestial, galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, and beyond harmonization in our infinite potentials, infinite nature, infinite energies within, beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. So, I'll be guided to say that infinite energies within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, because I've had conscious conversations with consciousness, celestial and beyond consciousness. And they're like, Ashley, when you say, like, thank you for using your dream or your existence, our existence, our dreams, or thought patterns in the mind of the divine, waves and frequencies in the mind of the divine, or consciousness manifested within the mind of the divine, the mind of the divine being an analogy. And, literal as well, but also an analogy. Because there's infinite dimensions that create our existence. So it's having a conscious conversation with celestial and beyond consciousness. And they're like, Ashley, when you say infinite dimensions, do you understand it's beyond your understanding of the infinite? And I was like, yes. I'm like, yes. I was like, yes. And I shared this story before as well in a Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission. I'll link it below as well. So last week's offering, Ascended Timeline Community. So that's when I talk about, we'll get back to the consciousness. Okay, we'll just finish that. So the consciousness, like, do you understand it's infinite dimensions beyond your understanding? I say yes. And they wanted to know that. Oh, that's why I specify. This is why I specify the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. To specify, yes, beyond what I even know to understand, yes, let's be upliftment, wellness, and balance, be well beyond my understanding, surely. Because understand how we perceive and understand ourselves in every moment is an iota of our true potential. So that's why I'm guided by the soul space, ascendant timelines to say, infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Because as we incantate, we speak. It's a prayer that is also shaping space-time, our evolution, our growth, or creating existence, the way we speak. So like being intentional about the way we intend, our way we speak, the way we exist, the way we be. So it's like, yes, I understand this. And I just share about this, and my understandings are growing, because, babe, what I thought I understood, babe, it's more. It's much more. Going into expanded consciousness. The episode, the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment installment, where I channel about the consciousness, channel the consciousness. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yes, this one. Transgender soul liberation wisdoms. Now, I'm not by birth biologically transgendered. I was born a woman, female. But the soul was asking, like, hey, Ashley, like, I was being guided to channel about transgenders to help, make sure we're not leaving, just, healing our energy so we're not, we're not avoiding ourselves, because again, anything that's in our reality is one energy of continuity manifested in many ways. So I was guided to channel about transgender beings, so we have healing content that's specific to a lot of paradigms, so nobody feels left out. So I channeled this installment. It's the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment installment. I'm gonna link it below in the reference content. Transgender soul liberation wisdoms. Transgender soul liberation wisdoms. Transgender soul liberation wisdoms. So that's when I talk about. That's when I talk about this. Excuse me, y'all. That's when I talk about. So when I talk about channel about. I channel about. Excuse me, y'all. I channel about the conversation with consciousness, Christ, celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, beyond consciousness, transgender soul liberation wisdoms, and ascended timeline communing. That was the last time. That was last week's Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering, and I was channeling from ascended timelines of ourselves, future selves, infinite dimensions, more mastered, more embodied in celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness. Our 2033 and beyond selves. I was communing with these timelines of existence, and they're like, we allocate, we allot, we manifest through spiritual and beyond modalities, y'all's every moment. And I channeled timekeeper beings, which are one with the ascended timeline selves, in the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment installment. Let me pull it up. And in this installment, I also channel about allegations, allegedly, that I was gifted by the cosmos to share. They're like, Ashley, if you can channel this and share this, that means y'all's collective is serious about awakening and arising and remembering to be y'all's future self in the present moment. Master, celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness. I was like, okay, so I did it. So I was like, shit. I was like, what's the download? Give it to me. Let me see the download. And I was gifted the download, and I channeled it. I was like, dang. I channeled that to channel this to be here, or to be growth and evolution to be here. So allegations are alleged. Where is it at? Oh yeah. Vanity debunked. No longer identifying as celestial trauma. So I'm going to link this Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering below. And I also put this transmission divinely guided in the Kingdom Things podcast transmission. Kingdom Things podcast timeless catalog. So you'll find transmissions where I'll share a Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment in the Kingdom Things podcast catalog, or I'll share the Kingdom Things podcast and Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment catalog sometimes. So vanity debunked. When I'm guided to vanity debunked, no longer identifying as celestial trauma, no longer vanity debunked, no longer got it. No longer identifying as celestial trauma. So, allegations in that transmission. Some pretty stark allegations. Dark allegations. And what do we now know about ourselves, Ashley? That we're projections from our future timelines, infinite dimensions, a mitosis biopurification process. We're putting, and that's an analogy. We're putting, okay, I'm channeling. Okay, cool. I'm channeling. We're channeling. So it's our future selves projected us into our realm, co-creating, procreating our existence. Infinite dimensions. Infinite dimensions. Why Ashley mastered in celestial wellness, galactic wellness, unity, Christ consciousness, wellness, so the remembrance that we are infinite dimensions. Now, every moment, the way we perceive our infinite dimensions, we garner wisdom's growth, evolution, or what our next now moments, because our wisdom's growth, evolution manifests our next now moments or our existence. So our every moment, the way we perceive our infinite dimensions at every moment is our contribution to the evolution of infinite dimensions. The infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Why, Ashley? Because as we experience and grow and evolve, we emanate the frequencies of our experience, our growth, our evolution, which helps shape and grow and evolve all beings, all things, with infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And everything we experience is to evolve us into more. And we're our future selves projected into this reality, this realm, to put our energy under a microscope, to be the wisdoms, to no longer perpetuate the imbalances. And vanity debunked, no longer identifying as celestial trauma. The allegations that I garnered, I was gifted from the cosmos to assist with our soul liberation, our divine remembrance, that we are infinite energies manifested as celestial beings of the cosmos, mastered, mastering, remembered, remembering. It's a galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, celestial consciousness, wisdom's wellness. The remembrance that we are one energy of continuity, infinite dimensions, beyond our synaptical understandings, within our understandings. And what we understand is a very narrow scope when it comes to our greater truths, which means what we're only infinitely existing, growing, and evolving. That's the journey of existence, infinite evolution. And we'll grow into new paradigms of existence and all types of things as we expand into greater celestial galactic oneness, unity, Christ consciousness. So these allegations and vanity debunked. Allegations. Ancestral forces have been telling me this. I should just be grateful if that wasn't your experience, to have a front row conscious awareness experience too. But now you're remembering that y'all were always only front row. Or we're always only truly one. Our conscious awareness of this is what changes. We're always all beings, all things. Our conscious awareness of this is what changes. So I was having that transfiguration experience, Friday to Saturday, where we saw the video, came back upstairs, was crying at things. Higher self is like actually just, surrender to the process, let go. Because it was such a huge inundation of high frequencies, our ascended timeline selves in this present moment, which we're always only acclimating and getting these inundations as a collective. Our conscious awareness of this is what changes as an existence. You're welcome, and thank you. And I was in and out of coherence, conscious coherence. So I was trying to go get some, I got laid down for a while. And I was in a dream state where it was just I was told, hey, you transcended. At first, it was a congratulatory thing. It's where spirit's you transcended, but it's okay. They'll awaken soon enough. It's gonna feel like eons to you. The other timelines will awaken soon enough. It's gonna feel like eons to you. I was and it was I was just in my house, in my home, which is a family home. My family lives here. I'm in the house. And it was like, it was just me. It was like, the energy was like eerie, because it was just like, it was like I was in an endless, it was like I was in a vacuum. And it was like, it was just me here. It's a family home. It felt like, energetically, it felt like it was just me here. And Spirit was like, yeah, you transcended. Everybody got over it pretty quickly, so it's okay. But everybody's fine. They'll transcend soon too. Like, everything, it's okay. I said, no, they were like, they'll awaken and remember. I was like, and I just went downstairs and washed dishes. I was still in the vacuum. I was downstairs washing dishes. And Spirit was like, you'll get used to it. It's okay. And it's like, and then I was back upstairs and I was asleep. And then it was like, and I woke up again, but I was like in the vacuum still. It felt like I was still in the vacuum, but apparently I did get up and I went outside. Like, I was running outside and I was trying to find help. I was like, because it was like I was in a vacuum inside my body where I couldn't, like, I wasn't in control of my, like, it was like I was possessed. It felt like I was possessed. Transcendent notion of possession. It's like, I was like, it's a Holy Spirit, high vibrational energies, to where I felt like a cloud. Like, I felt like I felt like I was on a cloud. I felt like I was one with the cloud. And then I was hearing, the way you think they perceive you, they don't perceive you like that, Ashley. Because I kind of felt like animatronic. Like, I was just like, it was like, and I don't take drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol. I used to drink alcohol on occasion, like socially. I did not get drunk. My soul said, Ashley, stop drinking alcohol. So I stopped drinking alcohol. And I would drink sparsely. I wouldn't drink all the time. And I don't do drugs, right? I don't do drugs. Sad to say, I felt like I was like, without psilocybin, without ayahuasca, I felt like I was like, it was a transfiguration experience. What was the dictionary definition? A complete change of form or appearance into a more beautiful or spiritual state. At first, it felt like a possession. I was scared. And then after a while, the energy started integrating. So like, I would lay down and get back up, So I remember going outside. I don't remember how many times, but I don't remember how many times. I ate an apple. I took a shower. I put my headscarf on. I peed. I went to the restroom. I said to say, I woke up Saturday. But Friday night is when when the transfiguration, the experience happened. A transfiguration, a complete change of form or appearance into a more beautiful or spiritual state. That Friday night, like, I kept on being told, Ashley, look at the phone, look at the time, because I would wake up. It felt like I was asleep for hours. And I was guided through the inner space, soul space, ascended timelines. Actually, look at the clock. It's a part of the process. I was like, I don't want to look at the clock. I was like, I don't want to look at it. It's like, it's a part of the process. Actually, look at the clock. I would look at the clock. It would be like a couple minutes past from the last time I looked at the clock. It'd be a couple minutes. It's like, and then I would go back to sleep. I felt like I was asleep for eons, decades, centuries, millennia, eons. And I look at the clock, it'd be like minus 3 minutes. So 3 minutes less than when I looked at it before. I was like, I was like, I was just like, oh no. I thought, because when I was in the sleep state a few times, like I was channeling before, I was saying, sharing before, like the energies, the cosmic energy, celestial consciousness, like they're like, you'll get used to it. You'll get used to this. You know, you might, this might happen for eons. You'll get used to it. Where I'm just like, I feel like I'm at home. I'm in a vacuum. I'm just moving around, like doing like mundane things. But it's like eerie because it's just me, and I feel like I'm in a vacuum. It's like, you'll get used to it. I was like, no, I don't want to get used to this. I was scared, and I was guided to. I would lay down, look at the phone, it'd be like -3 minutes or +7 minutes. I felt like I looked at the time 7 hours ago. So finally, I woke up Saturday. I'm like, what day is it? What day of the week is this? What day of the month? And I looked, it's the next day, it's Saturday. I was like, okay, like Saturday. Luckily, I don't work today. I have a 9 to 5. Lucky I don't work today. It's like, and then the higher extended timeline said, like, Ashley, this will never interfere with your 9 to 5. We want you to be stable in your realm. We want you to be able to take care of yourself, be healthy, be well, so you can heal and grow without less of stress. I was like, thank you. I appreciate it. I was like, dang. So I got up Saturday and I was scared. I didn't know if I was still in the vacuum. I didn't know if I was like daywalking, daydreaming. Like, where the fuck am I? Like, I don't know if I'm really grounded. Like, cause the sleep state, it felt like I was circling. Like the ancestral forces would be like energetic healing, Ashley, energetic healing, like high vibrational energetic healing. A couple of times I stood up. I tried to get up from a sleep state. I was getting up. I got up, and this was I think this was Friday night. Friday night. I got up a couple of times, and I was trying to get up and stay grounded in this realm, this reality. But then I perceived the transfiguration, a complete change of form or appearance into a more beautiful or spiritual state of our whole realm. I was like standing in my room, and I perceived the Rabbi Yeshua, the Holy Shabbat Trinity, the Rabbi Yeshua, Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Sneerson, and a lot of ancestral forces. Like I perceived like many ancestral forces, but the way I perceived them was so multidimensional. It's like they were the fabric of space and time. We are one. Our energy is one with the fabric of space and time. And I could perceive the ancestral forces that we see as transcended or died. They're like, no, they're like how I was in the dream, in a sleep state. Like you transcended, like you ascended, transcended, ascended. Your family and loved ones, they'll remember their waking. They'll do so as well. I was like, what? And it's like where I was, it's like that's where the ancestors, it's like I was one with the ancestors. And I was like, and it's like space-time was bending. That's how I perceived them, like they were space. But I knew they were present with me. We were one. And I'd be like, and the answer said, the Rebbe, Ashley, it's the Rebbe. And I was just like, I was just crying. I was shaking like Holy Spirit for real. I had the Holy Spirit, Holy Ghost. I was just shaking. I was like, ancestors. He's like, the Rebbe, Ashley. I started, and then it was like Jesus and all types of ancestors. Like, and they were like, Ashley, ground. Because now I'm in the waking state in our realm, but like I'm perceiving the ancestors' fabric, one with the fabric of our space and time. Their energies, their frequencies, one with the fabric of our space and time. And I'm just like, I'm like having the Holy Ghost. I'm like really Holy Ghosted. I'm like, whoa. Because I felt it in every cell of my body. I was just shaking. I felt their presence. I felt our presence, the presence of our our wellness and balance, divine remembrance, divine wisdoms in the spirit, which is one with the space-time fabric, or our evolution, or our imbalances, or our ineptitude that manifests allegations like the one in Vanity Debunked, no longer identifying as celestial trauma. Forgiving ourselves, the self, or all beings, all things, is one energy of consanguinity manifested in infinite ways. Infinite, the tandem, one with God, Allah, Shekinah, First Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, First Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. All is one. channel the praying mantis beings, timekeeper beings of the cosmos and beyond, one of infinite dimensions of the cosmos and beyond. They were like, share this allegation to help free y'all's soul. And now it's, understand this allegation is one with y'all's energy. Y'all are projecting into reality to manifest the produce of this energy in which you all are. Not to beat ourselves up about it, but to be the wisdoms, to be the wellness. And understanding how we've always only been in our dharmic purpose. All beings, all things, all of humanity, all beings, all things. We've always only been in our dharmic purpose. How, Ashley? Understanding how we already manifest, like the cosmos, whenever the celestial bodies. My soul says, hey, Ashley, whenever the divine or God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, the infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. What do we do whenever we need something? We figure a solution. We manifest a solution. We have beings in our realm that we would call evil, wicked, that manifested as the front row conscious awareness beings to mirror to the infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Parcel, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, where we could be more wellness, where we could be more balanced, where it could be more remembered in the fact that we're one with all beings, all things, to treat all beings, all things the way we want to be treated, with wellness, balance, divine remembrance, that every being, everything is infinite potentials, infinite wellness, infinite balance. The divine and evolution. Being grateful that these experiences for the evil and wicked as we perceive weren't things that we acted out. 1. 2, we truly are one with these beings, these entities. And when we don't face this, atone with it, do our shadow work, ask, hey soul, yes, we're one with these beings. I'm grateful that wasn't my front row conscious awareness experience, because I would never want to manifest to do no shit like this. What is it trying to teach me about myself, ourselves, these self? Because we truly want energy manifested in infinite ways. We're a collective consciousness, collective species of the cosmos, infinite energies having collective cosmic and beyond species of the cosmos experience. And by the way, in the last Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment Transmission Ascended Timeline Convening, I said that our Ascended Timeline selves, they consider us like AIs, artificial intelligence. Our Ascended Timelines, it was like a joke. They were being cheeky. It was a joke. It's like we produced y'all, we help bring y'all into reality by projecting ourselves in other dimensions. It was a joke, like calling y'all artificial intelligence. It's just saying, like, it was a joke, because we perceive any being that isn't gestated in a womb with the sperm meat and the egg, we perceive that as less than reality. When our experience of being coming from a womb, sperm meat and the egg, it's a cosmic experience, cosmic experiment, a divine game. A good divine game. Yes, this the way we do it. It's been used infinite times. It's not like we're the only game board that has cosmic biological beings that induce evolution and growth through biological being guided to say biological warfare. Why biological warfare? Oh, because whenever we seeded the sperm and the egg, because we had imbalance in our energy between the feminine and masculine energy, the man and the woman, the male, female, we had a feuding between our left and our right, our opposites. Bless me. What are our opposites? The spectrum of wholeness. Gestating in a womb, the combustion, the growth, the evolution is seated in that imbalance. It was seated in the imbalance of the left and the right not being able to harmonize peacefully. Yes, transcendence officially. Transcendence officially be the wellness, the harmony, the balance. Dang. Hold up, wait, back up. Wait, hold on. What? I'm getting an understanding our ineptitude or our forgetfulness that we're one with infinite potentials. That's a product of that combustion, that self-war. Got it. Yeah, yes, I would say so. And then like our space-time like energies of like vanity is like, okay, what would I look like if I wasn't fighting myself in the womb? What would we look like? But more than what we would look like, we would remember that we're infinite potentials. So we would look like infinite energies having celestial beings of the cosmos that are more remembered. The fact that we're infinite potentials, like I might be able to shapeshift into that pin over there. Something like this. And things like this. Got it. Oof. We will be more remembered. And so it is, and so shall it be. We are here now. We arrived. No more self-warring. Vanity debunked, no longer identifying celestial trauma, the timekeeper species and beings and energies of the cosmos and beyond. They're like, which are one with us. They're like, and we're rising and becoming one with the galactic and infinite energies, having galactic experience of the cosmos, where we're no longer just like an experiment, a dormant experiment, where we're activating to rise into celestial remembrance. And all throughout both my podcasts, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips and Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, I channel my process of remembrance, which now I remember it's always been a collective pursuit. Regardless if I felt like I was by myself, sometimes I was alone, I was alone. In this journey, it's always been a collective pursuit because we're awakening. Whoa, who was pulling us, giving us the momentum, the encouragement, the energy, the divine guidance, the higher self, the ascended timelines, which are our future selves, which are present here and now. They are us here and now. Our conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of this conscious awareness is what grows and evolves. You're welcome and thank you. Yes, and thank you. Thank you. Yes, and thank you. Oh, so the features of that, so we did it. Yes, great. Yes. Yeah, so celestial beings of the cosmos and beyond, vanity debunked. They're like, y'all were going to be turned back on once y'all went inside and remember that you're one with all beings, all things. Atone and be the wisdoms, because celestial ancestors, beyond ancestors, they told me like, hey Ashley, in order to be wellness, to assist with wellness, you have to atone with everything, like everything in reality. Remember, principle correspondence, as below so above. Everything in our reality is a mirror of our own energy. That's where I learned to do this soul guidance, to go into greater conscious awareness of a celestial galactic oneness unity consciousness. It's like, hey, ask, hey, what is reality trying to teach you about yourself, the self, ourself, and be the wisdoms. And that's how I started remembering into greater conscious awareness of our collective nature in our infinite dimensions. Again, call to action, sit with yourself every day, ask yourself, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as greater conscious embodiment of our limitless potentials? So I woke up on Saturday for my transfiguration experience, and I had looked at the clock so many times, and from that to see like that I was operating beyond space and time, but still in space and time. And I understood that. The soul was like, hey, Ashley, are you perceiving? I was like, yeah, I'm operating beyond space and time, but I'm still within space and time. It's like, okay, cool. You perceive this. And assisting with acclimating higher vibrational frequencies from beyond space and time within our space and time paradigm. I was like, cool. A collective pursuit Our conscious awareness of this is what grows and changes, and every being, everything. Even if you think, oh, they're asleep, they're not awakened, they're in the 3D consciousness, shit, they just as awake as you, awoke as you, woke as you. And if you don't perceive them as awakened, it's because they're showing you dimensions of yourself to atone with, to grow and evolve. Of these self, looking at everybody as infinite potentials, wellness and balance, following our heart space, soul space, because we are one, wellness and balance in our infinite dimensions. I finally woke up on Saturday, and I woke up, I walked my dog this morning, and I took a shower consciously, like more grounded within space and time, still beyond space and time, because it's all truly one. And then I was just so tired that I slept that day again, Saturday. But between sleeping, I was editing one of my content offerings. Actually, today's Keynote Things podcast offering. And I was still sleepy, so I was still taking a nap, and I would see, like, the soul was like, Ashley, we're gonna get you grounded. That's in the timelines, the soul, the collective consciousness, celestial galactic oneness unity, Christ consciousness. They're like, we're gonna get you grounded. I was like, okay, thank you. So I look at the clock, and I would need more. So they're like, we're gonna make sure you get to work on time, like you get to your schedule shift, and you, like, everything's gonna be fine. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, shoot. So again, this is Saturday. So I was laying down sleeping, and then I would need to sleep to integrate the energies. So meditation nap. So I would sleep, I'll be clunked out. I feel like I'm asleep for hours. I look at the clock, maybe 3 minutes passed. I was like, whoa. The soul's like, Ashley, we gonna make sure we ground you, and that we get you to work on time. So I would go back to sleep. And it felt like I was sleeping for hours. It'd be like plus 7 minutes. I would go to sleep. I was like, ooh. And I would feel more grounded. And I would edit between my naps so I could feel like in my body. And then finally the soul's like, Ashley, go downstairs and prepare you something to eat. And then I'm cooking on Friday night. It's like the produce that I'm cooking. It's like prepare that produce, and I did, and I felt fine. I felt better. I felt in my body. I felt a lot more grounded. I was like, okay, I'm no longer in that vacuum that I was in. I was like, okay, we're no longer in that vacuum that we were in, where we were experiencing ourselves separate from our infinite nature, our wellness, our balance, celestial galactic oneness unity, Christ consciousness. You're welcome, thank you. We're not alone in our experiences. You're not alone in your experiences. I'm not alone in my experiences, because we've always been a collective pursuit, collective evolution, collective wellness, collective balance, infinite energies, having celestial beings of the cosmos and beyond experience. Collective pursuits, collective wellness, collective balance, collective remembrance, celestial galactic oneness unity, Christ consciousness, the infinite dimensions within and beyond, God, Allah, Shekinah, Christ, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I want to thank y'all so much for stopping into this Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment transmission. Again, my name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. Again, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. Subscribe, like, share to help proliferate the Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment journey to greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of the celestial galactic oneness unity, Christ consciousness, wisdoms, energies in which we've always only been. Keynote Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, again available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. Subscribe, follow, like, hit the notification bell, share to proliferate the Keynote Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips journey as we grow and evolve and journey to greater celestial galactic oneness unity, Christ consciousness. You're welcome. I also, I'm a published author, self-published. I channel the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. It is a 3-part book series. The first book, Coming Home, the Story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home. Asiyah is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. Excuse me, I'm uplifting the frequencies of these offerings because I channeled these books when I was asleep. The soul's like, hey, Ashley, Ascended Timelines, higher self's like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. Sit down, channel these books so we can help you remember, help the collective remember. So I'm staying hearts to lift up the vibrations into the remembrance that we are celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, and beyond Christ and beyond consciousness are infinite dimensions and evolution. Infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, 3 books. Coming on the story of Asiyah, first book. Second book, The Story of Asiyah, I'm Home, or Asiyah's story. Asiyah is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school Manhattan Prep. She goes through a lot of experiences which help grow and evolve her back into the remembrance that she is all beings, all things are unconditional love, or the divine in evolution. The third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is My Other Half. My Other Half is the book introduced in Asiyah's story. My Other Half is the twin, analogous to the journey of divine evolution. Twin flame divine counterpart journey. One soul manifests as 2 beings over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. It's an analogy in the way that we're one energy manifested in infinite ways, over infinite dimensions, infinite paradigms, infinite experiences, infinite realms. Twin flame journey. One soul manifested as 2 beings over many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. They will do so. Which lifetime, under which circumstances, the books are prophetic. Prophetic-ish. They're prophetic-ish, you know. The names and things like this, I'm sure they exist on some timeline somewhere, these stories. Surely they do. I actually channeled that. Let me stop being like that. The soul's like, hey, Ashley, whenever y'all perceive anything, understand whether it's a story, a book, a commercial, a TV show, an animated series, y'all are channeling, getting pings, divine inspiration to channels existence from other realms where that's our actual existence. Whatever we're perceiving as entertainment, like shows or movies, that's some realm, somewhere is actual reality. So the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, 3-part book series available in the Amazon bookstore. Very analogous to my life, my story. Some creative changes and differences for anonymity purposes, because my divine counterpart, my twin flame, he's infinite energies, having a celestial being of the cosmos experience, as well as he's manifested as a celebrity. And we know through our Bible, through our spiritual studies, it's like no idolatry. Although we run around although we be running around, baby, idolizing beings and things. So we've been running around engaged in this paradigm. Our energy is engaged in the paradigm of idolatry. My divine counterpart, twin flame, is manifested as a celebrity of our realm of divine evolution. And I started healing and growing and evolving, and I actually channeled the Kingdom Things podcast, and some of it's called Celebrity Culture. And I didn't have to say that hard like that. Celebrity Culture. That's how I was guided to write it. Culture. So that's what I did. That's the title. Celebrity Culture. I'm gonna link it below in the reference content. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all. It's in all of our energy. We are one energy of continuity. We get to atone, to be the wisdom, to be the wellness. I've been releasing music to the public, to the collective, since 2013. I've recorded and released music since 2013. And I got catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey in 2018. The soul, the self. I started healing. The soul's like, you got to heal, Ashley. I started healing and growing. Where the divine, the soul was like, Ashley, I didn't create you to do music like this. Like the celebrity culture that y'all know. I didn't create that like this. So that's why I channeled celebrity culture, and I channeled that full circle moment. The divine's like, I didn't create none of y'all to do nothing like I said no idolatry for a reason, because y'all forget that y'all are infinite, or y'all project and y'all see beings and things as separate from yourselves, and y'all put y'all's miraculous nature or y'all existence, your talents, that y'all all possess. You just go through your inner space, and what you ask to be in alignment with your offerings to divine evolution or your higher self's intention, and allow your soul growth, soul evolution to grow and evolve you into who you came into divine evolution to be, instead of putting just like a few beings or whatever, this paradigm on a pedestal that excludes, gatekeeps, where it looks like our infinite nature is really limited and lackful. It looks like it's limited and exclusive, but that's not the truth. We're all infinite in wellness and balance. We let our soul grow and evolve us into who we came into divine evolution to be our offering to the evolution of all things. We pray celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness for the upliftment of the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, from Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, and so shall it be. So the divine didn't create none of us to be lackful. The way celebrity culture is a lackful disposition. Like, it's only an exclusive few. The divine didn't create none of us to live like this. No being, no thing to live like that. We're supposed to remember that we're one in infinite potential, our infinite nature, and so shall it be. I started awakening and remember this, and I started getting mad at my divine counterpart when I said, "Woo! Oh, we healing up." Okay, period. I started awakening and remembering in the spirit, and baby, I was telling everything in the podcast, Kingdom Things podcast, the Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and then I started this podcast, Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, like a couple of years later. I was guided to. Oh, I started awakening and channeling into the podcast, healing remembrances and things, and I do grow into greater awareness of the celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness. Ascended timeline said, Ashley, more than more, they're all abundant offerings. Yes. You're welcome. So I started awakening and healing, and in that process, I was channeling the podcast. And my divine counterpart, Twin Flame, he was out there being his divine evolution that he needs to be, to be his divine offering to the evolution of all things. We pray, celestial, galactic, oneness, unity, Christ consciousness, the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, from Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. I felt like he was abandoning me. And I was learning about how our culture was all types of imbalanced celebrity culture, i.e. celebrity culture. So I was getting mad at him. I was like, ooh, because I was just projecting onto him instead of perceiving. Well, I would atone both ways. I would see how I would atone with how we're all one with this energy. But I would I had my foot on his neck, proverbially speaking, transcend that, where I was not forgiving him and understanding I was so pissed at him because I felt like he was perpetuating the imbalances instead of being the wisdoms from the imbalance. Yes, I forgive. Yes, let's all be the wellness of wisdoms from our evolution, and where we were had an illusionary separation from our infinite nature. Let's deep dive in our inner space. Call to action. Every day, sit with ourselves. Hey soul, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness, as well as greater conscious embodiment of our limitless nature? My divine counterpart, he wants to channel. He's like, actually, I want to speak. So our oneness, our unity, we're coming into greater oneness, greater conscious awareness, conscious sentience of our oneness, our unity, the man and the woman. He's like, Ashley, I want to share. And I could feel his oneness. At first I saw his celestial body right here. He's he tapped me on the shoulder, move, I want to share. And the soul higher ascended timeline, that's the ascended self, the ascended timeline, celestial cosmic self is hey, Ashley, that's him saying that he wants to channel right now. I was that's what he's doing. He's like, yes. I was okay, that's fine. But I feel our oneness coming through, right? He has to pee. I said, go pee first. You got to tinkle? Go tinkle first. Go pee first. He said he could hold it. It don't feel like he could hold it, though. You hold it. I'm not joking. I just like to be honest. I like to be honest so we know we're not alone in our process. That's exactly why I'm sharing. Yes, that's why I'm sharing, Aubrey. So we're not alone in our process. Because I felt like I was alone in my process, and that wasn't fun. But I did have a lot of ancestral support from all types of ways, and we've always been one with all beings, all things. So there's that, like this. So I said it to say, like, okay, let me finish my thought. I said, because like celebrity culture, I apologize. My divine counterpart was in evolution. All beings, all things are only in evolution. It's about being indifferent to differences or understanding, leaning back into the wisdoms. How everywhere that every being shows up is a part. We are the divine evolution, being the wisdoms, being the wellness. No longer have to perpetuate the imbalances. My divine counterpart is going to channel through. Your hair's not even that long. Stop. Oh my gosh. Oh, he just came here to get on my nerves. Was that to be spiteful, or what was it for? I already said everything. Can you speak for yourself? We are one. What was it? I wanted to share how I'm excited and grateful to be in this time of divine evolution, remembrance, wellness, balance, love, Ashley. I'm trying to tell Ashley that I love you. I love you, Ashley. Aubrey, O'Rahi, Drake Graham loves you. Ashley-Nicole Phillips. That's all. Divine counterparts, twin flames are real. We all have them. Go to your inner space, journey your highest timeline evolution, which is it always grows and evolves. Highest timeline evolution, higher self evolution, to meet yourself in your ascended timelines, to be yourself in your ascended timelines, your now moments, or everything you came into divine evolution to be, express, experience, share. Ever since I was a little girl, I know I had a person. I was remembering, because when we birth, we're always omnipotent sentience, and whatever we experience is to just like the timekeeper species in Vanity Debunked. They're like, y'all weren't gonna come online until y'all went into y'all's inner space. Remember that you're one with all beings, all things. For timekeeper beings to code y'all into remembrance, to acclimate y'all energetically, or divinely code y'all into divine remembrance. We come in and we're amnesiatic, whatever state of amnesiatic we are, how much we believe, or how much we don't see our infinite nature, perceive our infinite nature. Amnesia, soul amnesia. our infinite nature with all beings, all things. That was a part of our experience. We don't have to experience anymore. We're being acclimated back into divine remembrance of our unity with all beings, all things. So that to say, I have a divine counterpart, twin flame, Aubrey O'Reilly, Jerry Graham. Ever since I was a little girl, I knew I had a person. 9 years old, I was shown by face and name Aubrey watching Degrassi. Like, hey, Ashley, that's gonna be your husband. Soul Space was like, that's gonna be your husband, Ashley. I was like, Satori. Why was I so hesitant about like letting Aubrey channel through me that he loves me? Like, I love you, Ashley. I felt like I wasn't lovable all of my life because I never felt I never felt the deep intimacy with a like a mate, a boy, a gentleman, a man, that I innately knew like the bond between the man and woman, or like partners is supposed to be. I never felt that. I didn't remember it. Like, I remember that that's how it was supposed to be, but I didn't feel it. And while I was channeling Aubrey, the soul was like, Ashley, after I let him channel through me, like, Ashley, I love you. Like, the soul, higher self, ascended times, like ascended timeline self, the higher self, future self, infinite dimensions, truly here and now. Higher self was like, my higher self was like, Ashley, we had to keep y'all apart, keep y'all from manifesting each other. So y'all weren't coded to experience love the way you innately knew love was supposed to be. Neither of y'all were. And then none of us were. We're all growing into greater dimensions of encodement, remembrance. The soul's like, that's safe to say, Ashley, but we don't want to disregard anybody's love. But understand we exist to expand our consciousness of our possibilities to be, to exist, to love and wellness and balance, infinite limitless potentials. Yes, thank you. And we had to keep it all apart so you weren't coded. So it's hard when he's like, I got calcified, like thinking that I wasn't lovable. So when he says I love you, it's like, I just say it's heart centered and allow it, because I know it's beyond like my thoughts, like what I could think. And the soul has been teaching me for like the last 5-6 years, like, Ashley, this love is not in your head. You have to drop down into your heart space about it. And that's all things, yes. Yes, that's all things, all dimensions of our existence. We have to drop it to our heart space. Be heart-centered to be the change we want to be. We have to drop it to our heart space about our existence, our evolution, our growth, what it means, who we are. All of these questions we have, prayer, meditation, the heart space. Wait for the answers because they will come. Your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to yourself. Validate yourself in your knowings, so you become more comfortable to blossom back into the infinite limitless potential, cosmic and beyond potentials in which all beings, all things truly are. I love you too. Aubrey O'Reilly, Drake Graham. Ashley-Nicole Phillips loves you too. The energy was like, this love doesn't make sense. And then higher self said, this love makes plenty sense. Now that we're more consciously aware of our existential fundamental nature, This love makes plenty sense. We already exist as our future selves, projecting us into this reality. We already exist as our holy matrimony selves, projecting us into this reality. Hyros, Gamos, harmonized selves manifested into this reality, projected into this reality. Our job was to remember and come back into alignment with the higher self, the Hierogamos self, the yin-yang balanced self, the wholeness self, celestial galactic oneness unity Christ consciousness, evolved, mastered, centered selves, infinite dimensions within and beyond. Allah, promise, source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, Shekinah. Let me ground to remember where we were. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. Available to purchase in the Amazon bookstore. If you're doing digital downloads, it's $9.99 per book, so $29.97 plus tax for the entire digital version of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. If you're doing paperback copies mailed to your home, it's Asiyah's story, the first 2 books, Coming Home, the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home. It's available in one binding paperback, $19.99 plus tax plus shipping and handling. The third part, My Other Half, it comes in a separate binding. It's $9.99 plus tax plus shipping and handling, so $29.98 plus tax plus shipping and handling for the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel paperback binding. You're also able to take part, experience Coming on the story of Asiyah, followed by the story of Asiyah, I'm Home, the first 2 books of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, as well as the first three chapters of My Other Half. Audio style, I read the books within the Unconditional Love, within the Kingdom Days podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips YouTube catalog. I'll link these playlists below in the description of this video. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering. Talked about the music that I've created and shared. You can actually stream my music, Ashley-Nicole Music, on YouTube. I put down music because I thought I had to remember. I put down music because I thought I had to remember. And the soul asked me, told me, hey, Ashley, why do you want to do music? I said I love music. Now, understanding whenever we said we loved anything in this realm, we were loving the imbalances that cause our suffering. Even if it didn't look or feel like imbalance or suffering, everything in our reality was manifested from the same energies that manifest our imbalance, our sufferings. Let us be the wisdom, be the wellness, so we no longer have to perpetuate the imbalances of suffering. So the soul was like, hey, I should pick music back up, heal yourself, and channel the healing frequencies and wisdoms in the music. That's what I started doing in my music. Ashley-Nicole Music is available to stream on YouTube, link below in the description of this video. Working on my last album because I'm hanging up music. I've already done that. Like, I let go of like the paradigm of music as a career choice in order to assist with rising the collective, being one with the collective, assisting rising the collective into higher octaves of existence, higher vibrational octaves of existence, of the universes, of the cosmos, and beyond, of the infinite dimensions within and beyond. God, Allah, Shekinah, First Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Working on my last album, many albums, many genres. Before I awaken, the process of awakening, which is, baby, before I awaken, that was my journey, process of awakening as well. We're always in our dharmic purpose. Our conscious awareness of this is what changes. Ashley-Nicole music is available to stream on YouTube, link below. You'll also find in the playlist section on my music channel, my Facebook community lives. I go live on allocated days when I have time to, on my personal Facebook account, which is linked below in the description of this Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment offering. I talk about, commune about whatever the soul puts on the heart space to speak about, talk about, commune about. It's a way to create community in a more casual environment. Because sometimes I eat over there, I cook dinner, all types of stuff. So I save the community lives within the Facebook community live playlist, my music channel, and you'll also find over there in the playlist section my music channel. Out of the Box. Out of the Box is my live series. It's analogous to what we're all going through, awakening within the dream, or remembering that we are experiencing a dream of infinite dimensions of the divine mind, divine heart, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Parent, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. The infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Parent, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. And we're awakening to remembrance that we're infinite. And this is an experience of one of infinite experiences of our existence. Out of the Box, again, it's available to stream Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. You'll also find my dancing show over there. Intuitive dancing show is called Dancery. We move our bodies, we enjoy ourselves, we communicate with the soul space as we intuit the dance moves to my music catalog. Again, Dancery is available to stream. Bring your exercise clothes, your exercise shoes. Ashley-Nicole music on YouTube. Also have my animated series, Asiyah Story, the animated series. Asiyah Story, the animated series. Stems from the experience. Got the intuitive guidance, the ascended timeline guidance, the soul guidance through communion, through the soul space, heart space, inner space, which is one with the outer space. Truly, you're welcome. Yes, and thank you. Oh, wow. To channel, co-create, procreate, assist with channeling, procreating, co-creating Asiyah Story, the animated series, which is available to stream. AP Short Stories on YouTube. This is my author's YouTube channel. Again, Asiyah Story, the animated series, available to stream AP Short Stories on YouTube. AP Short Stories on YouTube, link below. We're about to roll into an episode of Out of the Box, as well as Asiyah Story, the animated series. We also have my cooking show, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. We intuitively cook over here. Whatever the ancestors tell me to put in the pot, the pan, the baking dish, this is what we put into the pot, the pan, the baking dish. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, available to stream on YouTube. Okay. All right. I think that's all of my offerings. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because it helps us remember how we've always only been an infinitely growing, evolving, infinite in the now moment collective experience called the infinite dimensions within and beyond God, Allah, Shekinah, Parent, Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Self-love is the best love because we are loving our truest truth. As we pour love into ourselves, we're pouring love into the collective, to divine remembrance, divine evolution, wellness, and balance. Self-love is the best love because helps us remember our innate worth. We're worthy, wellness, balance, love because we exist. So give it to ourselves first. I'm gonna see y'all later. Bye.
I am real. My inner space, or authentic, universally aligned frequency, has been and is being projected into my tangible reality.
Working through my inner imbalances to perceive and embody more my limitless, balanced, well nature is a journey I wouldn't trade in for anything. A journey I wouldn't trade for anything. The Galactic Federation of Light has assigned you two to a new mission. New mission? Give us the deets. What do you say?
You up for it, Asiyah?
Up, down, left, right, yin yang balance. I'm up for it.
First things first, you two need some training. I pulled some etheric cords for you to meet with the Masters.
The Masters?
Now that ancient, etheric, God, infinite creation prophecy has been resurrected, and all within is being activated to remembrance that all is one. There are no limits, no bounds. We called in the Holy Shabbat Trinity.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity.
We'll connect you two while you're on your flight. They're coming in to help all of humanity awaken in the masses, to assist all of humanity awakening to their infinite potentials.
The Holy Shabbat Trinity. I think I have a clue who you're referring to. Humanity is in great hands. We are one. We are home. We are awakening, awakened. Thanks, Barry.
That's Commander Barry to you.
Thank you, Commander Barry.
All right, off you two go. And remember, have fun, innovate, encourage, be honest, inspire, experience, and be kind.
Will do.
I've had dreams of this being my life, all of my life. I got discouraged over the years. I'm finally living my most abundant reality. I'm gonna live this reality to the fullest. With having fun, innovating, encouraging, being honest, inspiring, experiencing, and being kind. Thank you, Lieutenant Barry. Thank you, Divine Presence that I am.
We are ready for this.
We were born ready.
Hey, my name is Asiyah, and I am an interdimensional being. I know. I just found out myself. Everything that I thought was my truth was a lie. I chose to continue this life because of the one thing that I know isn't a lie. Love.
Jesus Christ. Rabbi Yeshua. You and Asiyah are being transmitted holy wisdoms, chakma, by the way of divine revelation. These wisdoms would traditionally be acquired through years of study. You are ready to wield your soul's truths of your innate, limitless, divine connection in which you are. I've been waiting forever for this, Rabbi. Your most wonderful visions, your most whimsical dreams, wondrous dreams, are your truths. You only have to be brave enough to speak your truths, to embody the energies of your truths, to manifest a reality that mirrors your truths. Yeah, Rabbi, you're right. I thought it was all a dream. Share yourselves with the world. Divine remembrance is contagious. Share your wisdoms, your love, and your balance. Gladly. Happily. The Lubavitcher Rebbe. In my sprightly animated form. You've been helping me heal over the years. To remember. To forgive. To come into wholeness. Inner union. Inner peace. Inner wellness. Inner balance. Yes, these things are true. In your inquisitive nature to journey inward, to learn more about yourself, to heal yourself, to become well, has assisted with rejuvenating, with uplifting all of divine connection, all of infinity, all of Shekinah, all of Elohim, all of God. It's the divine mandate over my life, over humanity's existence, my inner space, or my God inside, my soul, my highest presence, gave me the task to become everything I was created to be, everything that I am in the I am, to allow for the avenue for humanity to come into its dharmic purpose, for humans to become our dharmic purpose, limitless potentials in the tangible, infinite potentials with the illusion of form or finite. Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson. In fleshly animation and youth. You too, you and Asiyah. You be your authentic truth. You be who you innately know that you are. You will be who you innately know in which we are. Dimensions of the infinite sea. Infinite creation. I will relax into the love or my innate divine wisdoms. And so it shall be, and so it is ordered. Shalom. My name is Ashley-Nicole. I am an ageless being. Well, I'm 31, with utilizing the paradigms of space and time as known by third-dimensional humanity to quantify my existence. My consciousness is focused primarily as Ashley-Nicole, human of planet Earth. I awakened within the dream. I am limitless existence, or energies of the infinite sea, or spirit, having infinite experiences, just in this one moment, and a gander of infinite experiences within this now moment. It appears as if I am putting my wig on in my bathroom mirror, when in another dimension of the self, in just this past moment of infinite existence, I assisted with disarming the pardon collider to allow for the mass awakening of the human consciousness. Grand Rising Earth Dweller. Grand Rising M. And thanks again for your assistance with everything. I requested for a regular guide that I can expect to be available to assist me with settling into remembrance and mission. I'm super appreciative. We've been paired to work with one another.
Remembering into multidimensionality within colonial life is a vibrant experience. I'm glad to help. How's Kingdom Things podcast going? You truly have the ether stirring into universal order, divine alignment.
For the upliftment and rejuvenation of all things. The podcast is great. I mean, I'm finally feeling the heart connection to the podcast, I suppose there's always been.
Surely.
The podcast has been an intuitive mandate that came into fruition with following my heart space and inner guidance. My mind is acclimated and excited about, well, all of this, being awakened within the dream. We made it. Love is on fire. There are you and I. My civilization. How the sun flies.